Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome all of you for the in-house training on the topic anger-free speech. So, before moving to the topic, first we will see what is anger. So, here you can see that anger is a strong feeling of displeasure mixed with an urge to fight back. Anger is a normal emotion. By itself, anger is neither good nor bad. Expressing your anger can be healthy, but losing control is not. So we know that every human being is having anger. So to have an anger is a normal emotion. But when we lose control, that is not normal. So when we lose control, definitely we lead ourselves to certain serious issues regarding our career, regarding our relationship, and regarding other issues. Now, we will see what causes anger. There are different reasons which causes anger. In short, anger can be caused due to hunger, due to humiliation, due to rejection, due to isolation, and many more. So, here I have point out some causes of anger. Anger can be caused by internal or external events. So, anger can be due to internal as well as the external events. However, it is not the event itself that causes anger, rather the importance and meaning placed on the event by an individual. The last point is what makes one person angry may not have the same effect on someone else. It means that the person who is angry, getting angry with some reasons, with the same reason, other person might not be getting angry. For example, suppose some people stuck on the traffic jam. There we can see that some of the people will patiently wait to clear the jam. But there are some people who get irritated and get angry. So this means that the person may be angry with some effect. It doesn't mean that the same effect will be affected to the other person. Moving to the next slide, that is how to deal with anger. There are many ways to deal with anger. Only few points I have marked here. The first one is be quiet. When we keep silence, it is the best approach to avoid arguments. So, simple examples we can take, which usually goes at home. There is some argument took place between the couple or some other family members. Then if one of the member is shouting and getting angry, but other member of the family, if keep silence, then automatically there should not be any kind of big issues took place. Second one, do not dwell on a past argument. That means whatever had happened, we have to let it go. We should not keep on arguing on the topic which has already passed. The third one, do not get affected by someone's rude remark. That means we find that In the environment, we find that the people having the positive attitude as well as the negative attitude. So it's not that everyone give you the good remarks, whatever you will do, but there are some people who also give negative remark. So in that negative remark, we're supposed to let it go. We should not get angry and we should not get react on that. The next one is drink water. Drinking water is also one of the best way to manage your anger. When you get angry and when you take a sip of water, then your anger gets cooled down. That means you will get some time to cool yourself. Next, maintain a relaxed mindset. It is very important to have a relaxed mindset. For that, you can go for the yoga, meditation, walk, and many more. Go for a walk. Early morning, if you will go for a walk, you will get yourself fresh. And if you will get yourself fresh from the first day of the morning, obviously your day will be good and your mind will keep fresh and you will be not getting angry throughout the day. Avoid spicy food and hot food. So this is very important. Fooding habit is very, very important. The impact of fooding habit affect our minds. Share with loved ones. Whatever happened with you, you have to share with your loved ones. So you should not keep the things into yourself so that you will get frustrated, you will get adjusted, and you will get angry, and you will intend to harm someone else. The next slide shows that anger free. Now we will move to the main topic, that is anger free. As we know that the CBSE has introduced anger free school. So why the CBSE has introduced anger free school? As being a teacher is a very challenging job, as we used to face different types of students day to day. And they used to come from the different family backgrounds. They used to have their own mindset, they used to have their own mentality. So to deal with them is very, very important. So when we create an anger-free school, then obviously the student will come out with the creativity as well as the innovation. So here I have marked some of the points. An anger-free school aims to be benchmark for stakeholders to value freedom from anger. So to make an anger-free zone or to make an anger-free school, not only the teacher as well as the students are important, but there are many other people who are equally important to have an anger-free school, such as involvement of all stakeholders, such as students, teachers, non-teaching members, parents, and community and at large is extremely important. So these all, when come together and work for the betterment of the society, for the betterment of the students, then only we can able to create anger-free school. Moving on to the next slide, that is recommendation for students of an anger-free school. So now here we will see what are the things can be done to make the students anger. Identify the triggers and stressors. Students must identify the problem and put into words so that they can act rather than react. So we have to make the students to to learn how to identify their stress. What are the problems they are facing? Why they are getting angry? Okay, so that they can be act rather than react. When they react, some violations took place. These are the points to recommended for the students to make an anger free. The first one, give a reality check and think of potential solution. It is important to think about the situation. Students must think of all the possible solutions. Like, is it worth getting angry about it? Shall I react to the situation? So students has to have the reality check. So what making them angry? So if to get the angry on that particular topic, it is worthy or what they have to do. Shall I react or the on to the situation? The next one, consider the consequences of the solutions. It is important to critically think of what is likely to result. Staying calm is always a better option. As I already told you about the anger management points, calm. Okay, when we stay calm, then always we are able to manage the anger. Find healthier ways to express your anger. If the situation is worth getting a reaction, learn to resolve conflict in a positive way. So we have already discussed that anger is a normal emotions which every human being has. So we're supposed to get angry but in a healthy way. So whatever the problems the students are facing, they're supposed to react but in a healthy way. Stay calm by taking care of your overall health. So as we know that when we get angry, it leads or it will cause us problem to our mental as well as the physical health. Mental and physical well-being can help diffuse anger. Practice relaxation techniques, exercise daily, develop a hobby and practice breath. So whatever we have, we're supposed to have a gratitude. Sometimes we feel complaining, okay, these things I don't have, these I did not get, and these are the things my parents has not fulfilled. So we always complain, but sometimes we have to thankful and we have to pay gratitude for whatever we have. Reflecting upon the decision. After you have acted and the situation is over, spend some time reflecting about how it went. It helps you learn better about yourself. So, after the discussion is over, we're supposed to have a reflection so that what made me angry and it was good, it was actually worthy to get angry on that particular topic, and if it is not, then we're supposed to do not repeat in our future days. Now, moving on to the next topic, that is anger zone and anger free zone. So, as we have already discussed, when we are angry, we are in different troubles. Like we used to have a headache, we used to have a high blood pressure, conflicts, fighting, everything. These are the things took place when we are angry. There is a way to solve each and every problem. Okay, sometimes what happens, the things do not go according to us. But it's not that it is wrong. Okay, so in that case, we need to think of the situation. Then anger-free zone, whenever we are happy, obviously there will be a happy mood, okay? Expression, calm, polite, and most importantly, acceptable. We are able to accept everything in a positive way. Okay, these things happen. Okay, no problem. I will take it in a positive way. These are the things can be done. So now we will see staff and families for an anger-free school. What are the staffs and families can do for making the anger-free school? Acknowledge that anger can be perfectly normal. Emphasize that anger can be expressed in a calm and respectful manner. As I already discussed that getting angry and to have an anger, that is a normal thing. Every human beings have a emotion which is known as anger. Recognize the difference between anger and aggression. The two are similar and may occur together. Anger may result from frustration, whereas aggression is a negative act intended to hurt someone. So, when we are angry, we're supposed to be in a limit. So, when we cross the limit of the angry, then obviously it will lead to the aggression and it will intended to harm someone else. Encourage anger-prone children to avoid situations that will cause anger and help prepare them for situations that may be unavoidable. So we need to encourage the students so that they can prepare themselves for the situations whatever comes into their lives. Next, teach problem solving skills. Stress the importance of listening with both eyes and ears, thinking of different ways to solve the problem. So we need to teach the students about the problem solving skills of animals. Stress the importance of listening with both eyes and ears. Sometimes what we do is the students or the kids at home talking or saying something to us, but randomly we don't listen to them. We ignore, maybe because of the tiredness, maybe because of the busyness, whatever it might be, but we do not listen to them. In that time, what will happen is the child will get irritated. Then they will get angry. So we need to listen to them with both ears and eyes, thinking of different ways to solve the problem. We need to think what the problem is actually and how we will able to solve the problem. Encourage the child to slow down and think before he or she acts. Teaching children techniques of assigning the situations before acting can reduce these behaviors from occurring. So when we teach the students about the techniques to avoid the unavoidable situations, then automatically they will be reduce these type of behaviors. Teach basic anger management techniques like deep breathing, keeping journals, etc. So these will also help the students to keep them from anger. The next slide. School environment for an anger-free school. So till now we have studied or we have discussed whatever can be done for the students from the parent side, from the teacher side. Now we will see what other steps can be taken from the school side to keep the environment or the school free from anger. The first point, listen to me box. for staff and students to freely express their concerns. So this is also, I feel that this is also very important, which we're supposed to have in our school also, so that we can freely express the things should be there in the school, or whatever the angle is has to be. Instead of reacting with some other people, we can just drop down our notes to the particular box. So this will also help. Next, display boards on themes of empathy, tolerance, compassion. Yes. So this is also one of the ways to keep our school free from anger. Active committees for addressing complaints or display of anger in the school premises. So active committee members should be there in the school, so that if something goes wrong or something anger is took place in the school, so that they can immediately handle it and solve the problems before becoming fast. Active positive behavior support system in school, where reacting calmly to situations should acknowledge in form of rewards. So positive attitude, this is the most important things we're supposed to have. Sometimes we used to waste our time complaining and other issues. Okay, but whatever the issues might be, if we will have the positive attitude, then there should be the anger-free environment. In fact, a key focus should be on instilling empathy in the ethos of the school environment. Now, community for an anger-free zone. As we have already discussed that not only the school management, not only the teacher, not only the staff will help, or the students will help to create an anger-free school, but community is also equally important. So, here I have jot down some point. If you are not a student, staff member, family member of student, or any other stakeholder, and are visiting school for some purpose, you are requested to follow visitors code of anger free school. So we're supposed to, the visitors whoever visiting the school, they're supposed to follow the code of anger free school. Sometimes the parents, they usually get angry and come and shout at the school and in front of the principal office, in front of the school area. So that should not be there. As because once they might be having different types of issues, but talking can be solved all different types of issues. Display board to be put at advantage. This is the second last slide. So let's make our school anger free. So I have just noted down the meaning of anger free. A, attitude of gratitude. We all have to have the attitude of gratitude and not to bad mood. G, go ahead for solutions. We're supposed to find it out the solutions. Every problem has a solution. Each and every problem has a solution. Only we need to go deeply and calmly, and we need to we can able to solve the issues. Empathy follows. Read silence. Free from negative thoughts, reinforcing positivity, eradicating criticism, empowering oneself. Last but not the least, I would like to conclude this session with the words, let's try to make our environment anger-free by being an example ourselves. Thank you so much. Thank you for the principal, little sir, and my dear colleagues. Thank you for listening. Thank you.